All aboard! Well, hello, and to this edition of Shaky Hands Chef, where we're going to be taking a £25 eBay train set, and this one's a bad one. Oh my god, is it bad? And we're going to be turning it into a nice little running train set. It does happen, so stick around. And turns out good. And without further ado, here's the unboxing. And we're going to be unboxing it here. It was on eBay at £45, or make an offer. And I looked at it and I said, it's not worth over 25 quid to me. Which it wasn't really. Probably less if I'm being honest. But I saw past what it was and it was very savable. I think a lot of people, there were a lot of watchers on it, but nobody bid it, so if you snooze you lose. And what it is, it stinks a bit. It's been in water, or I wouldn't like to say where. It's either been in a very wet garage, it's either been outside, or it's been in a loft and the roof has had a bad leak. What I'm saying is, it was pissed through at some time. And it stunk. It stunk like a swamp water, like a vegetarian's fart. And yeah, it was rank. But for 25 quid, who's grumbling first off? We had all the track. And that come out, I've got a pint out of it and some other track. It's in good condition because it's nickel silver. That's without to clean up. We've got the accessory bag and the power clip. And here we get down to the goodies. You may be starting to guess what it is. We have the Law Mac. Next on the line, coming up, we have a brake van. Next up, you might have guessed by now, or I don't know, they come in a couple of train sets, them too. We have an Ower wagon. You might be guessing by now. An Evans and Bevans wagon, private owner wagon, yeah. You should have guessed by the Evans and Bevans. It's the Smoky Joe train set. And the Smoky Joe isn't good. Out of all of them, that suffered the worst. But me aim in it is to restore it. I might risk plugging that in at some point. Give it a few more weeks. And the Smoky Joe suffered the worst. I'm not entirely sure whether that's leaves from outside or whether that's cardboard off the box. Thinking about it, it may be cardboard off the box, but it also looks like leaves. And there were various other crap with it. Let's say it could have been in a loft, but the couplings were very rusted. and the centre of the axles were too, and a good layer of dirt over the wagons, etc. And here we're stripping the loco down. I always start by pulling out the plastic chassis. You separate the plastic chassis first from the smoky jaw. Don't try and pull the plastic body off the die cast running plate, because 9 times out of 10 you're going to snap the plastic tags on the body. Even if you're careful, you still snap them anyway. But luckily it clips on nice and snug. Here we're taking the motor out. And here we're checking if the motor's survived its drowning. We've slipped the juice up to full. And we're going to touch it. But, I said, no. Take the cap off the end. And put some lube in first. Put a bit of lube in and crank it over a couple of times before you put the power to it. Let's make things fair, I say. Let's give it a fighting chance. And now I feel content. I can apply the power to it. There, I'm giving it a couple of cranking round. And now we're content. I'll put a bit of power to it. And there we go, happy days. We have a working motor. Top shelf stuff. I'm H-A-P-P-Y. I'm H-A-P-P-Y. And as it's been exposed to water, there's no harm in. I've got a bowl of hot water. And I've put some Star Drops cleaning fluid in it. It does the job. I'm probably not going to use the track, it's probably going to go in my bags. It may get sold at a later date, I don't know. And here I'm taking the couplings off the wagons. I'm going to ditch them because they're no use. They're animal or whatever. There, I'm unclipping them out of that one. And unclipping them out of the Lomac. I bought new couplings and new metal coupling hooks and stuff. About the only expenditure I spent on it. The couplings and coupling hooks. And here the wagons are getting a good scrub. I didn't mention before I started, the loco was a non-runner. I did try it on the track and it was fruitless, which I didn't expect it to. Not after all its rust and how it had been. Anyway, at this point I'm oiling the axles on the wagons and giving them all a dab on each axle. On every wagon. And at this point I'm putting on new couplings. It shows how much Hornby mixed the wagons, because the Evans and Bevans wagon here are screw-on couplings. One of them has moulded couplings to the chassis, the brake van, and you have to click in the metal hooks. And the loco's the same, that's moulded couplings. I'm clipping them on here. And then two of them, the Lomac and the wagon, had clipping couplings, like Nem pocket couplings, so it was very much a mix and match at one point for Hornby. I'd say at a rough idea it's when they were first having stuff made in China. And there we go, these are the clip-in couplings I mentioned. And that, I'm putting some black tack on the clip, opening the clip out so it holds the box. Then pressing the black tack onto the back of the iMac. Low Mac. And here I've got some guitar string, because we're going to be making one of the brake van handrails that went missing. It was on, but Jughead here lost it when I was washing it. I think if I empty out my U-trap in my sink, it'll be in there somewhere. But yeah, using one of the guitar strings. And there we go. There we are. Looking lovely. Looking absolutely greatly. Anyway, here's one of the other couplings absolutely rusted. And what I did, I sanded them, and then I heated them over the cooker till they were red hot in pliers, and dropped them into an oil bath. Then they got clipped back into the brake van, and like new again. Lovely. Here I'm having a quick check out that the motor's running in the chassis before I've replaced the connecting rods. And it ran lovely. Lovely jabbly. God knows what I'm doing there, Spider-Man or something. God knows, who knows? Could be anything. Here we go. I'm putting on a wee bit of grease. I'd already lubed the chassis. Well, cleaned it off, then put some oil on the wheel bearings and... well, there's no bearings on the axles. And here we go, just run it so the grease goes around. I wiped the bit extra there off, so we didn't have too much. Rubbed it off. And here, I drilled some holes in a wooden mallet to the correct width to put the axe, take the connecting rods, so I can wire brush them with a rotary tool. As you can see, cleaning them up nice. One of them has a rust patch and it were never going to be fantastic. I had some more rods, but my aim on this was if you're just starting out and you're on a limited budget, it's showing you that with time and patience you can get a cheap broken down set and restore it for minimal price. I think all I've bought for this is about £6 worth of couplings. So on top of me 25 quid and 5 of the postage, it's worked out at 35 quid altogether. And I've got a power pack, I've no doubt it'll work, because it's sealed. And here we're lubing the axles and stuff and the connecting rods. Here I'm giving it another test, make sure it works on all wheels. But yeah, I'm just showing you can get a train set and make a start for minimal money if you buy right on eBay. You don't have to spend silly money if you want to start out. Anyway, here we go. Up and running and looking smart again. Anyway, if you've enjoyed, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you very much. And I'll catch you on my next video. Tatty pie, everybody. Tatty pie.